sod's law really. I mean, it was like Christian, the results of Christian scan is on the Saturday, and Adam was up to play on the Thursday. Game was Friday. St Johnstone hadn't registered them, I don't think at the time. I think the issue was at their end, so we never even got to play the game at Ross County. And then when we get the news really with Christian that it was going to be out for potentially 6 to 8 weeks, but we're hoping it's not as long as that. Sometimes the scan can maybe exaggerate an issue, and the way Christian's presenting, he's not actually feeling too bad, so we're going to try and treat the symptoms rather than the scan results and see how he goes. But he'll certainly be out for a few weeks, and from that course of events, then bringing Adam back made so much sense. But I didn't want to have to tell you guys first until I spoke to Adam face to face on Tuesday. So we involved Adam in the game yesterday and informed him that we'll bring him back. He was good with that. He understands the mechanics really of the corporation loan, and he is back in amongst things here, trying to get into our team.
In terms of going forward, is it a case of waiting in Christian then, or is there scope to add in this window for another right back if it's needed?
No, listen, we've all got, despite what everybody thinks, we're not spending millions, we're spending good money and good potential, and thousands of pounds rather than millions of pounds. We've got a budget to work within. If money was no object, then maybe it's something we'd go out and look at, which allows us to Adam to go out. But we need to balance books here. We've got work to do. We're trying to get still maybe work with tighter numbers, and it's not something we intended to do, and it's not something that has changed really. We have to we've prioritised other areas, and we'll go out. Adam played 30 odd games for Hearts last season. Christian, we don't anticipate him being out as long as maybe the scan suggests, and we run with what we've got. We've got others that can fill in, that can play these positions. So it's not as if it's as easy as just saying brand new players all the time. You've still got to manage a budget, and still got to manage a squad.
Just more generally in terms of the squad, they must be bouncing it too, considering the start you've had and how much that momentum continued at the weekend.
Yeah, we spoke about that the day. Sometimes football's hard. Sometimes it's you do a lot of soul searching. Sometimes you need to dig deep when results aren't coming and things can be a bit challenging. But today, out there the day, it was a glorious day. The training pitch was magnificent. Boys are feeling good about themselves. The thing that really pleases me as much as anything is the ones who maybe feeling a wee bit sorry for themselves, who are not really, have maybe been on the outside looking in from the first couple of games, playing a bounce game yesterday, and that appetite for the game was unbelievable. It was so good, so refreshing, so encouraging for me. It shows you everything we've got here. So a good positive few days. It's up to us to try and maintain the standards that are set in terms of work rate and try to kind of show that real togetherness. We can play better, we can improve as we go along, but certainly what the players are given is gives us a chance to win results, where we're trying to integrate a squad and try to get those improvements.